What's up, you guys? Welcome to another edition of the 3 a.m. show. All right, so look, I know it is not 3 a.m. In fact, it's 4:09. So I had some technical difficulties on Friday. Those technical difficulties were I didn't wake up when the alarm clock went off, so I am sorry. So that's why we are coming to you with a weekend edition of the 3 a.m. show. All right, so we got a couple of things to discuss. Give you guys a few things and get you out of here. I know it's Sunday. This is the weekend for most of us. I know you weekend warriors are out there working, so I salute you for whatever you're doing over the weekend. Sometimes the weekends can be a tough job. I used to work in retail, and so that's where most of the people are working, in retail jobs. So I know you're dealing with people on a constant basis, and sometimes people cannot be so friendly all the time. So I salute you for what you do, because I know it's a hard work out there. I used to work for a retail store and an insurance company. So I've worked on Saturdays and Sundays, and I know it can be a lonely place out there when you're working on the weekends. All your friends and families have the weekends off. It can be tough. So stay strong. All right. I know what you're going through. So you can get through it. Take delight in the fact that when you're working on the weekends, you get a day off, or I hope you get a day off during the week. And weekdays, having a weekday off can be nice, because if you got to go to the store, or if you got to go to a doctor's appointment or something during the week, it's not as busy during the week. So you get those days off during the week. They can be nice. So I hope that you can take satisfaction in that. All right. So look, guys, I promise this is not a political show. I am not into politics. I've covered that in one of my other episodes, but I've taken some consideration and learning and knowing that I should get into politics, because it's important, because the laws and stuff are affecting things that the politicians do or president do. These things affect the future, not only for me but more importantly for my kids. So not only am I taking interest in what's going on, the next step is to actually take action. So right now I'm just taking interest, trying to learn and see what's going on. So I am going to take a minute or two to talk about Donald Trump again. I didn't think I was going to come back to this. So I gave him praise a couple of days ago in the last episode. Gave him a little praise because I quite enjoyed his the presidential speech to Congress. I thought, he was coming into his own, maybe, that he was showing that he could be the president of the United States, the POTUS. He was looking presidential, and then he dropped a bombshell on us a couple days ago. Or was that was yesterday? It seems like it was so long ago for all the media coverage and everything that was going on. His bombshell that Barack was wiretapping the Trump towers. So this stuff is crazy. Like, I've never seen this, to my knowledge, where you got this guy, our president, dropping bombshells on Twitter that he's being wiretapped. It's my understanding, I guess there's a method to his madness, but it's my understanding that this doesn't look good for him either way, because if there was a wiretap on the Trump towers, that means a judge must have saw fit that there was a reason that they should be tapping into what was going on at Trump Tower, because of something that was going on that was not good. And if he's claiming that there was a wiretap, but there actually wasn't, that looks bad on him too. So, I don't know. If you know more than I do, maybe there's more to come out. There's always more to Donald. I mean, 1 minute, like I said, he's looking good, and the next something like this happens. So I don't know. I just don't like, it's turning the presidency into some reality show, TV show, and it's not a good look on the United States of America. So I'm going to pray for him, because we all need grace. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully something good comes from out of this. So that's just my take. If anyone else has a take on what, if you think there's something going on that you can offer a different take on it. I just think it's crazy. So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in on the mix. So moving on, uh, the next thing that I wanted to discuss is grace. So, in a previous episode, I discussed, that, someone you might come encounter with someone who you may need to offer grace to because of something that they do to you, like going to work and somewhat maybe lies on you, or you go to Starbucks and get your coffee made and they make your coffee wrong. You should offer some grace and some words of encouragement, because not only is it a good feeling to you, just imagine the good feeling that that other person would have inside if you forgave them for their mistake, and you just moved on with life and you gave them something to be encouraged by. And we discussed that. I discussed that a couple episodes ago. And today I want to discuss grace real quick with yourself. So I told you Friday I had technical difficulties. I didn't get up when the alarm clock went off. I that set a bad tone for my Friday. I was pretty upset with myself that I didn't wake up when the alarm clock went off, because I know, from the feedback that I've gotten, the support that people are actually watching. They may not be up with me at 3 a.m., but they're actually checking out the show, and I appreciate it and I support the feedback. So I felt that I let people down when I didn't do the 3 a.m. show, and it wasn't there for people to see that morning. So that kind of messed up my day. And I talked about also in a previous episode, like about negativity and not letting a negative moment affect your day. And I kind of let that happen to me on Friday. So um, I'm not perfect. You guys aren't perfect. But I wanted to reflect on this because it's important that you not only give others grace, but you got to give grace to yourself. So, you're not going to be perfect. You're going to have rough days. Even I tell myself all the time, it's okay. Move on. Think of it, it's just a thought. It just happened. Move on. Sometimes it's hard to get over, but thankfully, the following on Saturday, I had a great day. But you have to offer grace to yourself. And sometimes it can be hard to offer grace to others if you can't give yourself grace. So I encourage you guys, when you're going through a rough time and you're down on yourself, you got to find it deep inside to just offer grace to yourself. And I was struggling, thinking like, what am I going to do? I've let people down. And I think it wasn't just the fact that I let myself down, because this is something that I set out on a journey to do. And it took me some time to realize it wasn't just the fact that I let people down. It was burning me that I let myself down and not doing what I said I would do. But give yourself some grace. Don't harp and beat on yourself too much, because you'll never recover and you'll never be able to get to the next step and the next journey in life, because all things happen to us for a reason, whether good or bad. Sometimes the bad things can be better than the good things. So from the bad things, you grow and you learn from your mistakes and you get stronger and you're a better person because of the mistakes that you make. All right. So not only offer grace to others, but offer grace to yourself. And the third thing, this is actually a new topic. I don't think I've touched on this in even the other episodes, is unplugging from the world. So this weekend, I had the opportunity to watch one of my nieces, and I have two girls, and we were last night. I was cooking. It's dinner, and we were watching the movies, getting ready to watch the movies Utopia. But while I was cooking, so I've got in my kitchen, I've got a Keurig machine, a microwave, all plugged up in there, and my microwave sits above my oven. So when the oven gets too hot, there's this like vent that automatically comes on and starts sucking, cooling off the area so the microwave won't overheat. So anyway, there's times when like I have the Keurig machine on, the microwave on, and the vents going, and then all of a sudden the power just shuts out. I guess it's just too much energy, too much power being trying to be absorbed from the one fuse or whatever, and the fuse just goes out all the time when all those things are on. And that made me think, that sometimes in life, we give our energy and our power up to so many things. to our family, to our friends, the stuff that we see on the internet, reading stuff, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, stuff that happens in our daily life at work. We're putting out all this energy, and then, it's so much of a drain on us that we can have to be like that fuse box and explode sometime, and it just everything shuts down, and then we get nothing done. So the message for the day is unplug, unplug the microwave from your life, unplug that Keurig machine, whatever, turn that phone off. Sometimes take, if you have your day off, or if you work 7 days a week, you need to give yourself at least a couple hours or something just to unplug from the world, because if you don't, there's a chance you might explode and you might go off on somebody, or you might, have a mental breakdown, because life can be draining and you got to take some time to recharge. Your phone, these phones these days, remember back in the day, the old phones, you could go a couple days without recharging your phone. But now with the smartphone, I got a Galaxy. It doesn't go a whole day until the fact that I have to plug it up and charge it up every night. And that's just like life. We, just like humans, we have to recharge. We have to sleep at night to recover and be ready for the next day. But not only sleep. When you're awake, you need to unplug. You literally need to turn off your phone, maybe shelter yourself, give yourself some alone time where you just zone out, whether it's meditating, praying, reading a book, watching TV. You just need to give yourself a break, because if you're on 24/7 and you're not, most of us aren't mentally ready to be on all the time. There's a chance that you're gonna explode and you're not gonna have any energy to give out. So my encouragement of the day is to relax. And so today is Sunday. I just got out of church a little while ago. I don't have anything to do, and I'm gonna find that time to unwind and unplug. I'm hoping the kids are in their sleep so that I can just relax. And I offer you an encouragement, if you're not one of those weekend warriors, to take some time right now, today, if you don't have anything to do, or if you have some things that you can put to the side, unwind and unplug and just give yourself a break. All right, guys. So hope this information is encouraging and knowledge, give you some insight on life, or maybe something that you're going through. Hope that you can unwind and enjoy your day. Okay. It is like 30 something degrees out, but the sun is out here in Baltimore, and I'm just loving life. This is my little spot to rest out here on the balcony. Maybe give you guys a little glimpse. Got this little oasis that I get to enjoy, and I'm just gonna sit out here probably for a bit before I go inside. Just love looking at the trees out here. Just loving life, guys. There's gonna be stuff that we have to go through and face in life, and life is tough. But give yourself a break. Not perfect. Take a break, all right? So I appreciate you guys, and I continue to appreciate the feedback and the positivity that's coming this way for Rising Lions. Let's just continue to grow, guys, and just be better. Continue to grow to be better versions of ourselves, all right? You guys take care. God bless. We're out. Let's go.